All right, so today we're going to dive deep into the world of hydration. Everybody
Hydration.
knows you got to stay hydrated, but
Right.
this deep dive is about how it's become like a full-blown wellness trend.
Yeah, it's not just your 8 glasses a day anymore. It's a whole thing.
And the source material for this deep dive is this article called Top Hydration Trends, including electrolytes, Sleepy Girl mocktails, and more. And
Wow.
I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's really interesting how like a basic human need has become so like multifaceted.
Right. I mean, we're talking about collectible water bottles being status symbols, drinks that like supposedly help you sleep,
Yeah.
and even like a connection to the sober curious movement.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting how it reflects this larger trend of like personal optimization and biohacking.
Yeah.
It's like people aren't just looking to survive anymore. They want to like thrive and optimize their well-being.
Okay, so first things first, how did we go from just like water to this whole booming hydration market?
Well, the numbers kind of speak for themselves. Nielsen IQ reports that in 2024, sales of hydration and electrolyte supplements reached almost
I'm ready.
$785 million and $383 million, respectively,
Wow.
which is massive and signals a shift from like niche products to like mainstream wellness steeples.
So it's not just athletes
Right.
stocking up on electrolytes anymore.
No, it's everybody.
Oh, okay.
It's not even just about hydration, it's a whole other level.
Yeah.
It's like you see brands like Liquid IV that have completely revamped the electrolyte game.
Yeah,
They've taken what was once associated with like intense workouts or like hangovers
right.
and made it appealing to everyday consumers with like trendy flavors and sugar-free options.
That's pretty smart marketing.
It is.
Right, but I mean, is all the hype like backed by science? I mean, are electrolytes really that crucial for like the average person?
Well, electrolytes are important because they regulate fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle contractions in the body. So while you might not need like an electrolyte boost after like a light stroll around the block,
Right.
they become increasingly important as you exert yourself more or lose fluids through sweat.
Okay.
And like given our fast-paced, often stressful lives,
Right.
a lot of people find that incorporating electrolytes into their daily routine helps them feel more balanced and energized.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll admit I've been sucked in by those like flashy electrolyte drink ads.
Right.
But is Liquid IV like the only one out there doing this?
Oh, no.
Okay.
It's a very crowded market.
Okay.
You have LMD for those who prefer a zero-sugar approach, Cure Hydration with their plant-based coconut water formulas, Moon Juice catering to a more like subtle electrolyte boost, and Waterboy,
Okay.
offering a range of like solutions from daily hydration to
Wait, weekend recovery.
weekend recovery.
What is weekend recovery? That just sounds like code
It does.
for those who might have overindulged a little bit.
Perhaps, yeah, but it's interesting how brands are framing hydration now as like a way to mitigate the effects of our lifestyle choices.
Right.
Weekend Recover Me combines electrolytes with ginger for nausea and L-theanine,
Okay.
an amino acid that's found in tea, which is believed to have calming effects.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not just about replenishing fluids, it's about addressing like the consequences of a fun night out.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but
Right.
it's a sign of the times, I guess.
Right.
We're seeing a growing demand for products that help us like optimize our well-being on multiple levels.
Yeah.
So whether it's boosting energy, improving sleep, or even counteracting the occasional indulgence,
Right.
hydration is becoming like a key tool in this pursuit of a better, more balanced life.
Right. That makes sense, but it's not just what's in the bottle, right?
Exactly.
Water bottles themselves have become trendy.
They have.
When did water bottles become like the new accessory?
Brands like Stanley 1913, Owala, and Bank have tapped into this desire for stylish hydration
Yeah.
and turned water bottles into collector's items.
I mean, I'll admit I've been eyeing those Stanley cups.
Yeah.
That everyone seems to be carrying around.
They're like a fashion statement now.
Right.
It's not just about staying hydrated anymore. It's about showcasing your style
Yeah.
and fitting in with the whole like hydration as a lifestyle movement.
I remember Target released that Valentine's Day Stanley collection,
Oh, yeah.
and it was sold out online in like a week.
Wow.
It's crazy what people will spend on a water bottle these days.
I know. It's wild.
But I guess it's not just about the bottle itself, it's the whole aesthetic.
Right.
The bottle bags and the charms and all that.
Yeah, the accessories are a big part of it. It's
Right.
about personalizing your hydration experience,
Yeah.
making it an extension of your own style.
And then there's social media,
Oh,
which has taken hydration trends to a whole other level.
absolutely.
I mean, who would have thought that drinking water could be trendy?
Platforms like TikTok have turned hydration into a form of entertainment and self-expression.
Right. It's not just about fulfilling a basic need anymore.
No.
It's about creating content, sharing recipes, and participating in like viral challenges.
Right.
I've seen those videos.
Yeah.
Like people are getting really creative with their sexy water concoctions
Yeah, it is.
and their elaborate like hydration routine.
It's like a performance.
It is.
And it's really effective at spreading awareness,
Right.
encouraging people to prioritize hydration.
Right?
You know, those visually appealing and engaging videos make drinking water seem
Right.
fun and aspirational.
And then all of a sudden, everyone wants to be part of Water Talk
Right.
and show off their personalized water bottles and their colorful electrolyte mixes.
Exactly.
It's like hydration has become a status symbol.
It has.
But social media has also created a platform for sharing information
Right.
and tips about like the health benefits of different hydration practices.
Yeah, for sure.
But is that a good thing, though?
Well,
I mean, is social media really the best place to get health advice?
you have to be discerning, of course, with any information that you consume online,
Right.
especially when it comes to your health.
Yeah.
But social media can be a powerful tool.
Yeah.
It helps you connect with experts, discover new products, and just learn about different perspectives on wellness.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I guess it's all about like finding the right balance,
yeah,
taking what's helpful and leaving the rest.
exactly.
Okay, but speaking of helpful, let's go back to this sleepy girl mocktail trend
Yes.
that we talked about a little bit before.
Yeah.
I'm curious about its like rise in popularity.
It's interesting how this simple drink has captured the attention of so many people.
Right.
I think it speaks to our collective desire for better sleep
Yeah.
and our willingness to experiment with like natural remedies.
And I mean, it's a pretty appealing concept.
It is.
Like, who wouldn't want to sip on a delicious drink before bed and then wake up feeling like amazing?
Totally. And while the scientific evidence supporting the sleep-enhancing properties of ingredients like magnesium and tart cherry juice is still emerging,
Right.
a lot of people swear by the effectiveness of the mocktail.
I've even heard some people say it's helped them reduce their reliance on sleep medication.
Yeah,
But isn't there a risk of people self-medicating with these, like, trendy drinks?
that's a valid concern. And
Okay.
it's important to remember that these drinks are not a substitute
Yeah.
for proper medical advice
Right.
or treatment.
Okay.
So if you're struggling with chronic sleep issues,
Right.
it's best to consult with a healthcare professional.
Good point.
Yeah.
So while these mocktails might offer a potential natural sleep aid,
Yeah.
it's important to be cautious
Right.
and seek professional guidance if you need it.
Exactly.
But the Sleepy Girl mocktail is just one example of this growing trend towards functional beverages,
Exactly.
right, that target specific health concerns.
Right.
It's like those beauty drinks that claim to improve your skin and hair.
Exactly. And we're seeing a surge in beverages that promise to boost energy, enhance focus,
Yeah.
support gut health, and even promote relaxation.
So it's like we're expecting our drinks to do everything these days,
We are.
right?
Yeah.
But is this a sustainable approach to health?
I
mean, can you really chug a focused drink and expect to ace a test
No.
without actually studying?
No, it's not a magic bullet.
Right.
These drinks are meant to complement a holistic approach
Right.
to well-being that includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, stress management, and adequate sleep.
So it all goes back to that balance.
It does.
Right. Embracing these new advancements while staying grounded in the fundamentals of healthy living.
Exactly.
And it's exciting to see how all these hydration trends are encouraging people to be more proactive
Totally.
about their health and well-being.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a
Yeah.
very personalized approach.
Before we move on, though, I
Yeah.
want to talk about something that's been on my mind this whole time,
Okay.
which is the environmental impact of this whole hydration hype.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Right. I mean, we're talking about a lot of single-use plastic bottles and packaging,
Yeah.
And it seems like the sustainability part of this whole trend is kind of overlooked.
Yeah, it often is.
Right. We're so focused on the health benefits
Yeah,
and the trends and the looks of it
right.
that we forget about the consequences for the planet.
Yeah, it's essential to consider the full life cycle of these products,
Right.
from production to disposal.
Right.
And while many brands are incorporating recycled materials and trying to reduce their carbon footprint,
Yeah.
we still have a ways to go.
So what can we as consumers do to minimize our impacts on the environment but still stay hydrated?
Well, we can opt for reusable water bottles whenever possible.
Like those Stanley cups.
Yes.
So they're not just a fashion statement, they're eco-friendly too.
Exactly.
Nice.
And if you do buy bottled water,
Yeah.
try to look for brands that prioritize sustainable packaging and that support initiatives that promote responsible water management.
Those are great tips.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder that we can all play a part in making this whole thing more sustainable
Totally.
and that we don't have to sacrifice our health or the planet to stay hydrated.
Exactly.
Okay, great. So let's take a quick break to refill our reusable bottles.
Yes.
And we'll be back soon to talk about the future of hydration and what exciting innovations might be coming.
Awesome.
All right, see you in a sec.
Sounds good.
So we talked about electrolytes and water bottles, but there's this whole other hydration trend.
Yeah.
Greens powders.
Yeah.
When those first came out, I was
Yeah.
like really skeptical.
I get it.
It sounds weird,
Yeah, powdered vegetables.
right? Like, are you kidding me? But then brands like AG1 and 8 Greens came out. I've actually
Right.
tried them now.
Yeah.
And it's like a convenient way to get your greens.
Yeah, and what's interesting is how they've expanded beyond just like the health-conscious consumer.
Right,
You see them everywhere now,
right?
like in mainstream grocery stores.
It's like everybody's trying to get their veggies in,
Yeah,
even if it means drinking them in powder form.
right.
But what's the deal? Is it just marketing hype or is there something to it?
Well, I think the appeal is in the convenience and like the perceived nutritional boost.
Right.
They often contain a blend of fruits, vegetables, and other superfoods.
Okay.
So it's like a concentrated dose of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
So it's like a multivitamin, but from real food sources.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, while it's always best to get your nutrients from whole, unprocessed foods,
Exactly.
greens powders can be a helpful supplement for those who struggle to get their daily fruits and veggies in.
That makes sense. I actually feel like I have more energy since I started adding greens powder to my smoothie.
Yeah.
But is it really as simple as just dumping a scoop of the powder into water?
Well, not all greens powders are created equal.
Right.
You want to look for high-quality products
Okay.
that are minimally processed and free of added sugars, artificial flavors, and fillers.
Yeah, there's like a million brands out there.
There are, yeah. It's like
How do you choose?
this jungle of green powders. You
Right.
have Athletic Greens, Amazing Grass, Organifi, Nested Naturals.
Yeah.
So many options.
How do you know which one's right?
It depends on your individual needs and preferences.
Okay.
Some things to consider are the ingredients, the taste,
Okay.
the price,
Right.
even like the company's sustainability practices.
Okay, so it's not just about grabbing the first one you see at the store.
No.
There's a lot to think about.
There is, yeah.
It's kind of like choosing the right coffee.
Totally. It's a whole world.
Or wine.
Yeah.
You got to know what you like.
Just like with any trend, it's important to do your research and find a product that aligns with your values and your health goals.
Okay, let's switch gears now and talk about social media.
Okay.
Because it's had such a big impact on hydration trends,
Huge.
who knew that drinking water could be so trendy?
It's wild.
So it really is.
Social media, particularly TikTok, has really turned hydration into a form of entertainment
Yeah,
and self-expression.
it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's not just about fulfilling that basic need anymore.
It's about, like, creating content
Yeah.
and sharing recipes and viral challenges.
Yeah, and it's been really effective at spreading awareness and encouraging people to prioritize hydration.
I mean, you see the videos.
You do.
And it's like a performance.
It is. They make it look fun.
Yeah.
Aspiration.
And everyone wants to be on Water Talk,
Right.
showing off their custom water bottle and their, like, fancy electrolyte mix.
And it's not just aesthetics. It's also created a platform to share information and tips about the health benefits.
Yeah, but is that a good thing?
Well,
I mean, social media for health advice?
it's your home to be discerning about any information you consume online.
Of course.
Especially when it comes to your health.
Right.
But it can be a powerful tool for connecting with experts,
Yeah.
discovering new products, and learning about different perspectives.
I guess it's all about finding that balance again,
Totally.
right? Take what's helpful and leave what's not.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about the Sleepy Girl mocktail.
Yes.
Because we touched on this a bit before.
You did.
I'm really curious about this one.
Yeah, me too. It's fascinating how this drink has captured the attention of so many.
It is. It's like everywhere.
Yeah, I think it just speaks to our desire for better sleep
Right.
and our willingness to try natural remedies.
I mean, it's a pretty appealing idea.
It is.
Who wouldn't want to drink something yummy before bed and wake up feeling great?
Exactly. And even though the science isn't totally there yet on magnesium and tart cherry juice for sleep,
Yeah.
lots of people say this mocktail really works for them.
Some people even say it's helped them get off sleep medication.
Yeah,
But is there a risk of people self-medicating with these trendy drinks?
it's a valid concern.
Okay.
You have to remember that these drinks shouldn't replace medical advice
Yeah,
or treatment.
of course.
If you have chronic sleep problems, you need to talk to a doctor,
Right.
not just try the latest drink trend.
So while these mocktails might be a good natural sleep aid,
Yeah,
people should still be careful
exactly.
and talk to their doctor if they need to.
Right, and it's worth noting that the Sleepy Girl mocktail is just one example of a growing trend towards these functional beverages that
Smart.
target certain health concerns.
Like those beauty drinks?
Right,
For
exactly.
your skin and hair?
We're seeing a surge in beverages that promise to boost energy, enhance focus, support gut health, and promote relaxation.
It's like we're expecting our drinks to do everything for us these days.
Yeah, kind of.
But is that really sustainable?
Well,
I mean, can you really just chug a focus drink and expect to pass a test?
no, it's not a magic bullet.
Without study?
No.
Right, okay.
They're meant to complement a healthy lifestyle
Right.
that includes a balanced diet, exercise, stress management, and good sleep.
It's all about balance again.
It always is.
Right. Embracing these new advancements, but also sticking to the fundamentals.
Yeah, and it's really cool to see how these trends are making people think about their health more.
Totally.
It's like a more proactive and personalized approach.
But before we move on,
Okay?
I want to talk about something I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
The environmental impact
Oh, right.
of all this. I mean, we're talking about a lot of plastic bottles and packaging. And it feels like everyone forgets about that part.
Often, yeah.
Right? Like we're all about the health benefits and trends.
Right.
But what about the planet?
It's so important to think about the entire life cycle of these products
Right.
from the beginning to the end.
Right.
And although many brands are trying to use recycled materials
Yeah.
and lessen their carbon footprint,
Right.
we've got a long way to go.
So as consumers, what can we do to help?
Well, we can use reusable water bottles as much as possible.
Like our Stanley cups?
Exactly.
So stylish and eco-friendly?
And if you do buy bottled water,
Right.
look for brands that have sustainable packaging
Okay.
and support companies that are trying to manage water responsibly.
Good tips.
Yeah,
It's a good reminder that we could all make a difference.
totally.
We don't have to choose between our health and the planet.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's refill our reusable water bottles.
Right.
And then we'll be right back to talk about the future of hydration and all the exciting new innovations that are coming.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're back, and our reusable water bottles are topped off.
Ready for more?
But seriously, I'm really curious about the future of hydration.
Yeah.
It seems like we've talked about so many trends already.
It's crazy how much this market is changing.
Right.
But honestly, I think we're just getting started.
Okay.
Like, as technology gets better and we learn more about how the body works,
Yeah.
I think we're going to see even more personalized hydration solutions.
Okay, so you're talking about like hydration that's specifically for you.
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds futuristic.
Imagine like a formula based on your DNA, your lifestyle, what your health goals are.
So not like a one-size-fits-all thing anymore.
Yep, your hydration would be as unique as you are.
And what about those like hydrating mists and patches?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen those online. Are those legit or is that just hype?
I think they could be a real thing, especially as beauty and wellness and hydration all kind of blend together.
Yeah.
These transdermal hydration technologies could be a really easy and targeted way to get moisture and nutrients into your skin.
So it's like skincare and hydration all in one.
Pretty much.
But isn't there a risk that all these high-tech hydration solutions will like leave some people behind?
That's a good point.
You know, like what about the people who can't afford the newest thing?
It's definitely something to think about.
Right.
Like any new technology,
Yeah.
it could make existing inequalities worse.
Right.
We have to make sure that as we innovate, we also focus on making things accessible and affordable.
For everyone.
Yeah, so everyone can benefit.
Okay, good point. But can we talk about flavor for a sec?
Sure.
Are we ever going to get past just basic fruity flavors?
I think so.
Like, will there ever be more interesting tastes?
I think we'll definitely see some creativity there.
Oh.
Like, imagine hydration drinks based on food from around the world.
Okay.
Or even flavor that can boost your mood or change based on how you're feeling.
Okay, that's a hydration revolution I can get behind.
Right.
Flavors based on my mood. Sign me up.
I think we all have different cravings. Why
Right.
not make hydration more enjoyable?
Totally. But honestly, with all this talk about fancy technology and special drinks,
Yeah,
it makes you appreciate just plain water.
absolutely.
Sometimes the simplest things are the best.
Right. Water is essential.
And it's free,
Well, mostly free.
except for those fancy water bottles we can't get enough of.
Right.
But seriously, this whole deep dive into hydration,
Yeah.
it shows you how a basic need can turn into this huge part of modern life.
It's pretty amazing.
We've gone from needing it to survive to wanting to optimize it.
Totally. Personalized formulas, smart technology. It's all about maximizing our well-being.
And it's not over yet. Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah. The possibilities are endless.
So to everyone listening,
Yeah.
we hope this deep dive got you thinking about hydration in a new way.
And how important it is for your overall health.
So whether you prefer plain water, a trendy electrolyte mix, or a sleep-inducing mocktail,
Keep exploring.
stay hydrated.
Absolutely. It's one of the simplest but most powerful things you can do for your body and mind.
So keep learning, keep trying new things, and most importantly, stay hydrated.
That's a wrap on our hydration deep dive.
We hope you enjoyed it.
And learn something new.
Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and cheers to your health.